Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new playthrough video. Today I am playing Final Girl. Now I have played through all of the bad guys and all of the locations, and so now what I'm doing is I'm sort of switching them up. What's really cool about this game is there's 2 seasons to it. Each season has 5 bad guys and 5 locales, so 10 in each. So you have 100 different possible combinations. Is that right? It's 10? Yeah, 100 different possible combinations that you could come up with. Is that right? 5 times 10 is 50. Yeah, 100. I can't do my statistics or my math today. Today I'm going to be playing the Organism at the Carnival of Blood. So think of the movie The Thing at a haunted carnival of some sort. I've gone ahead and set up most of the deck to save time. I've forgotten a few things. I need to shuffle the event card and draw the first event. While I'm doing that, let me go ahead and tell you, the way this starts is there are 3 possibly infected victims. I've placed them randomly. I rolled. There's a red one here, a gray one here, and a black one here. For all practical purposes, they behave just like normal victims, the yellows. However, they will always panic. Every round, they will move. In order to determine if they are truly infected, I need to either take them to the lab, which is represented by this little beaker or flask right here, or if I can get a search card and get to some of the locations, when I search, instead of taking an item, I can take one of the test kits and then do it. Once I run a test is a free action. Once you do the test on the suspected individual, you take these 3 test results. One of them is assimilated. The other 2 are safe. You shuffle them up, and you draw one. If it's safe, you replace that color token with a yellow one. If it's assimilated, it's a bad guy. It's an alien. You flip over, starting from the right, and you move left. I have randomly placed the 3 different types of things or organisms that can be down here. So if one of them turns out to be safe, great. Then that one gets marked as safe. Let's see, what else? Again, I'll shuffle these every time I need to use them. I start with 6 health. I am going to be playing Adelaide. Adelaide is right here. She starts with 6 health. She's got some good special features. She can get time. Every time you rescue a victim, you can place it on one of these 5 spots to get a bonus. And then when they're all filled, you flip it over and you get her special ability. She can lower the terror track a couple, and she can gain time, and she can also move a space. So Adelaide is my victim, or my final girl. What else? I need to get my final health. So what you do here is you shuffle these up, and I draw one. I'm going to draw that one, and you put it here. This is not revealed until I lose all of my health, and then I see if it provides me with any extra hearts. Now, right now, I don't do that for these guys because I don't know how much health they start out with, but when one is revealed, I'll add a token to it from this pile right here. There will always be at least 1 organism, but there could be up to 3, because when you draw the test results card, if you get assimilated, you put it back in here. But if you draw a safe card, it comes out. So it reduces the odds or it increases the chances that you're going to get an assimilated on your next draw. All right, let's go ahead and play. I have shuffled the terror deck, but I'll just shuffle it again. And on my turn, I start out with these 6 cards. I've sort of started putting together a little plan, if you can call it that. I've won fewer games than I've lost. So this game will beat you. But I'm starting to realize you need to always leave some getaway card, like a walk or a sprint, in your hand and try not to use it. Because the way this game works, you won't be getting, if you get all of your sprint and walks in one hand, you won't be getting them back the next turn. You'll see how this plays out. So for my first one, I want to play a focus and try to get the terror marker down a little bit. It's currently on 5, which means I'm using 2 dice. If I can get it down to 1 or 0, I can go to 3 dice. So I'm going to roll this, and I got a 2 card. You can convert a 2-card die into a star by donating 2 cards. So I'm going to get rid of short rest and weak attack because those will not do me any good right now. Turns that into a star, and the star lets me lower this by 1, and I lose a time. I go from 6 to 5. All right, let's do another focus. And I got 2 and 2, and I've got walks. I don't want to donate these. So instead, what I'll do is I lose 2 time. I'm down to 3 time. And I'm just going to burn 1 walk this turn. Mainly because I need to be able to have 1 to sort of get where I'm needing to go. So I'll roll for 1, and I got nothing. This is not starting off well. So I can either move a space, lose a heart, and lose 2 time, or I can just lose 2 time. I'll move a space. I'm going to move. I'm going to move here and try to get these 2 to safety. And that is that for the walk. This one stays in my hand. It's the end of my action phase. So now I can spend time. That walk cost me 1. Let me make sure I did this right. I did a focus, which caused me to lose a time. Lose 2, I was down to 4. Then I did another focus, which caused me to lose. How did I mistake that? Oh, I lost 1 time for the first one. I lost 2 for the next one, and then the walk caused me to lose 2. So I'm down to 1 time. So the only thing I can buy is a close call, which is a reroll. And that is it for my upkeep phase, or my planning phase. The timer goes back up to 6, and all these cards go back into their spot on the buy table. It is now the killer's turn. Now, here's the interesting part. The killers haven't been revealed, but just because there's not a killer does not mean you don't have to draw a terror card. So, rather than move a killer doesn't do anything yet, I do draw a terror card. If there is no mutated organism in play, there is not, the bloodlust goes up 1. Great, it's already increased. Then the killer would do something. If a victim was killed, draw a card. So this goes away, and that just ended up moving up 1. It is now the panic phase. The panic phase, you have to see where the black, gray, and red tokens go. So let's do the black. I rolled a 6, which means it flees here. The gray, I rolled a 6, which means it moves here. And for the red, I rolled a 3, which means it moves here. So they're just sort of moving around. All right, my turn. All I've got this time is a walk and a close call. I'll play the walk. And what I'd really like is 2 stars, so I could go 1, 2, and get rid of these guys. I got 1 star. I'm going to play my close call to re-roll this one. It says I can re-roll any 1 die, and I got a 2nd star. Yay. 1, 2. I'll tell these 2 to get lost. I'm going to lower this by 1, and I'm going to lower this by 1 again. All right. That is it for my turn. I did burn a time for that walk. So I've got 5 to spend. Now remember, I get my freebies back this turn. So I've got a walk and my other cards. I'm going to spend this 5 to buy a sprint for 2. 1, 2. I've got 3 left. And I want to buy a distraction because I want to try to get this down here to where I can roll 3 dice. And that is it for my planning? The planning phase. Time goes back to 6. These 2 cards go back into their spots. Now, as you can see, I've got a walk down here that I'll get back next turn. That's what I was talking about, trying to keep it so you always have a way to move. When I first started playing this game, I'd burn all my walks or all my sprints, and then I would have nothing coming from the free part, and I would just be stuck in a spot, and that's never a good thing. All right, it is now the killer phase. Draw a terror card. The mutated organism closest to you. All right, if there is no mutated in play, place this with the remaining mutated organism cards. The next time a mutated organism is revealed, it will get this card. So I place this up here, and when one of these is revealed, it's going to get 2 extra health, called extra legs. And it says this mutated organism gains +1 to its move value and 2 hearts. All right. Okay, let's see. Oh, I need to do the panic attack. Let's do black. Black rolled a 5, which means it will roll here. That's pretty good, but I don't have a test to perform on him. Red will move 6, which is back to here. And gray, I rolled a 4, and that moves here. All right. So let's see if we could get black to the lab. I need to go 1, 2. I need to move 3 spaces. So we're going to do the distraction. Try to get down. We're going to try to get to 3, down to 3 dice rolling. I just need 1 star, but ideally I'd like 2 stars. I did not get it, so I will once again put in my weak attack and short rest. You know what? I'm going to put in a focus and keep my weak attack. That turns one of these into a star, which allows me to lower this by 1 and gain a time. So, I'm up to 7 time, and now I get to roll 3 dice. Now, I would like to do a sprint, because if I can get 2 stars, I can move those 3 spaces, take black here, and do a scan on him. I didn't get it. So I don't want to turn that into a star. So instead, and remember, black will panic, so he's going to run anyway. So even if I have him follow me, that would only move me. That turning that into a star only moves me 2 spaces, 1, 2, and then he's going to run again. So let's see where black runs. Maybe red will come closer to here or something. We'll see. So I'm going to hold off on my weak attack, my focus, and my walk. The sprint, I will move 1 space. I lose a heart. I lose 2 time, and my turn ends. So I don't get to spend these cards, but that's okay. I now have 5 to spend. I will buy another sprint for 2, and I'm down to 3. And I will buy for 3. I will buy. Where am I going? I'd like a search, but that means I have to go here instead of here. But I could. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see where black... I'm hoping black goes here. Odds are not good. He would have to roll a 3 or 4 to go there. All right, getting closer to the lab. But red might come here. That might be... Or gray might move here. There's a chance. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a... For 3, I'm going to buy a... I can cash in a card. Okay, and I have to make that 4. So I've got a sprint, a walk, a focus, and a weak attack. Let me take the focus out of this. Hate to do that, because that could lower it by 1. Let's keep the focus, walk, weak attack, sprint. I'll just keep the 3, and I'm going to buy a guard for 2 and a reroll for 1. That knocks me down to 0. Into my planning phase, this goes back up to 6. These cards, I do get the walk because that was in the freebie section. And these go back into here. Sprint there, distraction there. All right. So I'm got some good cards. Now we do the killer phase. I need to draw a terror card. And this is what I was worried about. Place the acid trap in your space. Acid. That's a green one. Where is it? Okay, it's this one. Place it in your space. Immediately apply the trap's effects to you and any victims. Okay, the trap, you lose a heart. Okay. And then this drops by 2. 1, 2. That's what I was worried about. That's so frustrating. All right. Now, and now the panic attack. Black goes 6, which is to the carnival. Red, 6 goes here. And gray, 6, excellent. He goes here. All right. Nice. All right, so gray is one step away from the lab. That is the end of the panic phase. It is now my turn. I've got to walk, close call, guard, sprint, focus. I need to play the focus. I'm only rolling 2 dice now. I got a star. I could pay 2, but instead I'm going to use the free roll first to re-roll this, hope for a star. I got it. So 2 stars will let me lower this by 1, and I gain 2 time. Okay, that was good. Now I can walk, guard, sprint, walk. Let's do a walk, because if I can get 2 stars with 3 dice, that'll save my sprint. I need 2 stars. I only got 1, so move up, and I don't have a reroll. Move up to 1 space. So I'm going to move here, and I lose a time. I'm down to 8. Let's do I have another walk? Well, I have a sprint. I could get away. Let's do a walk just to get here. I just need 1 star, and I got it. 1 star allows me to move here. This drops to 1, and now I can do a test. I'm doing it on gray. So what you do is you take these 3 cards. I'm going to put them behind my back, and I'm going to shuffle. I've got a 1 in 3 chance of picking the assimilated. But to make this more fair, since you didn't see me shuffle behind my back, I'm going to roll a die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rolled a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip this one. Safe. All right. So gray now becomes a yellow. Oh, that was good. This card comes out, which means now I've got a 50-50 on an assimilated next turn. And gray here goes away. So this one, and I won't look at it so I don't know what to expect. And that was not that's not just my turn. Now I have a green that I could possibly get. If I can get 1 star, I can get these 2 to safety. I got 1 star. So it lets me move 2 spaces. I go 1 and 2 to clown car. Believe it or not, the clown car is an escape. Don't ask me why. I will use this. Now that did cost me a time. It's down to 5. And I will, for Adelaide, I'm going to add 2 times, 6, 7. And then this one, I'm going to say move 1 space to the House of Mirrors. And I've just got 1 more victim to save to flip her over to her special ability. I've got a weak attack and a guard, which I am not going to use right now. Can't do anything with it. So those go away, or stay. It's the end of my action phase, my planning phase. I have 7 time to spend. This is excellent. I will buy... I want to get a search. I'm going to buy a search for 2, down to 5. I'm going to buy a sprint for 2, down to 3. I'm going to buy a distraction, down to 0. That's it for my turn. I do get the freebies back. And then these go back into their spot. And I do not have any rerolls. And that is the end of my turn. This goes back up to 6. All right. Killer phase. No killers have been revealed, but we do reveal a terror card. If there is no mutated organism, increase the bloodlust. Okay, the rest, that was good. All right, the problem here is if this bloodlust keeps going up, when I do finally reveal a bad guy, I got problems. So, because you'll see. Oh wait, hold on, I haven't revealed this yet. Never mind. Okay, my turn. Oh, panic phase. Black. Black will panic to 1, which is here. 1 to 3, yep. And red will panic 4, which is back to here. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can have up to 10 cards in your hand. I've got 7. So that is it for the panic phase. It's now my turn. All right, I'm in the House of Mirrors, which if I search the house, what is that called? House of Mirrors, I can get mysterious pills. Discard this during the action phase and choose to either lower the terror track or gain 2 hearts. Well, I hope to get that. I'm going to play a search. I'm rolling 3 dice now. I'm only rolling 2. Let's change that. Let's do distraction. I need 1 star. Just one. Just one, but I'd like 2. I got 2. That lowers this by 2. I get a 3rd dice back. This adds 2 times, so I'm up to 8. Now I will play search. Search. And it would be nice if I could get 2 stars. And I did. 2 stars lets me take the top 2 items and then put 1 back, either face up on top or underneath. So I get the mysterious pills or a hidden cobra trap. Put this next to your final girl. During upkeep, lose a heart. The next time you recover health, you must instill. I don't want that. I don't want that. So I will put it on bottom, and I will take the mysterious pills. During your action phase, choose one. Well, I'm going to choose to gain 2 hearts back. So this goes away, and I put my 2 hearts back. Now I'm back up to full health. 6. And that, now let's see, what do I got to do? Red, if I could do a sprint. Sprint allows me to move 3 with 2 stars. I could go 1, 2, 3, and then I don't have a walk to get me the final way. Black is going to be too far. Black is going to be too far to get, well, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's closer to get to red. It's closer to get to red. Weak attack, guard, sprint. Let's, well, you know what? Red might move here, or it could move here. Either way, it's 2 away or 1 away. I'm going to wait and let red do its, well, but the bloodlust might go up. Let's do a sprint and hope for the best. 2 stars would be excellent. And I did not get it. I could turn in short rest and weak attack to make one of these a star, which allows me to move 2. So I can go 1, 2. I'm with red now, but I know red's going to flee. But that's okay. That's the end of my turn. The sprint took up 1 time, so I'm down to 7. I did pretty good on my time. So with 7 time, I can buy a sprint for 2. 1, 2. I can buy. Now, if I take red to me or with me and it's a monster, it's going to get probably to attack. So I'm thinking I ought to start buying cards that are going to help me attack. The focus, I'm going to cash in for 1. I now have 6 time. I'm going to buy critical blow. Just in case, because I'm also getting these freebies back, which is 2 walks. So I can move, get away, and that is the end of my turn. The timer goes back up to 6, and these cards go into their spots. All right, killer phase, draw a terror card. Where did the blades come from? Place the spinning floor blade trap in your... Come on, man, what is up with all the traps? Place it in your space. Great. Immediately apply its effects. Spinning trap. Roll 2 dice. For each result, do the following. On a 1 to 4, you take a damage. On a 5 to 6, you get to move a space. So roll 2 dice. All right. I got a 2 and a 6. The 2 takes the damage. The 6, you may move 1 space. I'm not going to move. I want to see where red's going. All right. And then, for each 1 to 4 that you rolled, this gains 1. So I did roll it 1. I did do it, so I got to roll. I got to move that. But I still get 3 dice, so that's okay. This goes away. All right. We got to get red and test. The terror phase. Black is going to run to 5, which is here, and red is going to go to 5, which is also here with black. Great. That's not good at all. All right. Oh, it says anytime a victim is where a trap is, it dies. So this one dies, which increases the blood loss by 1. All right. This is not good. I need to rescue another victim. I really do. So maybe the problem is when the tear deck runs out, any unassimilated victims, any suspected organisms automatically become an infected. So then I'll have 2. So it's a balance. Do I try to rescue that last yellow or I should have gotten a test kit. That's what I should have done. But oh well. That's okay. I needed the health. Let's see. I could get a test kit. The closest place I can get it is here at Things to Astonish, but I don't have a search card. So that won't help. All I can do is play a sprint and try and draw both these closer to the lab. So that's what I'm going to do. First off, let's do a focus. I'm going to try to lower this by 1. I just need 1 star. I didn't get it, but I will turn in the... no, I don't have anything. I could turn in nothing. I will lose 2 time. I'm down to 4. So the focus didn't help me. All right, now I'm going to do a sprint. I need 2 stars. 2. I didn't get them. And I don't have a reroll. I do have 2 walks. I could change. Oh, I don't want to do that. Nope. Instead, what I'm going to do is lose 2 hearts and lose a heart in 2 time. 1, 2. I'm down to 2. I'm going to play a walk. I got 1 star, which allows me to move 1 space. I'm going to move here. Then I'm going to play another walk. I'm going to come back into the trap, which is stupid, but it's the shortest way to get to here. Because whenever it says, as a trapper takes effect, anytime a victim enters a space with a trap, they are killed. Whenever you enter, you have to roll for that thing again. All right. I could really use 2 stars here. And I did get them. 2 stars. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Now, however, when I step here, I have to roll to see what happens. I roll 2 dice. On a 1 and a 1 through 4, I take a damage. I take 2 damage. Ugh. And then I move here for my second move. But yeah. So that's no good. They don't die. They cannot be killed by a trap or anything. Not until they're revealed to either be a victim or a enemy. All right. I don't have anything else. So that is done. I have 2 time left. With that 2, I will buy I'm going to get short rest, weak attack, and a focus for free. I will buy the sprint for 2. That knocks me down to 0. Time goes back up to 6. These go back into their spot. And it is now the killer phase. This is what I'm worried about. Actually, what I'm more worried about is them running. All right, here we go. If there are no exposed victims in play, discard. There are exposed victims. Roll a die for each normal victim. If a 1 is rolled, it trades spaces with the farthest exposed victim. I think these are the exposed victims, right? Let me double check that. That's a weird one. What is an exposed victim? The exposed victims are these, right? Okay. So, roll a die for each normal victim. So let's roll for this one. I rolled a 3. No. Roll for this one. I rolled a 6. No. Let's roll for this one. No. Let's roll for this one. No. And the final one? No. So none of that. So I don't have to trade spaces. All right. Woohoo! Nothing happened that turn. All right. My turn. Critical blow, guard, sprint, short rest, weak attack. Let's go ahead and do that short rest. I think I'm going to need it. I roll 3 dice. I got 1 star, and I've got no reroll. So I could turn that one into I could turn the focus into the focus and the weak attack I could turn into a star. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make this one a star, which gives me 2 hearts back. 1, 2. And that's done. And then I'm going to do a sprint. I just need 1 star. 1 star. I got 1 star. So I can move them here. Oh, I didn't panic them, did I? Hold on, did I? Oh, it's still my turn. I moved them, and it's still my turn. That's what it was. So I moved them here, 1 space. No, I didn't. I didn't roll for them to go somewhere. Let's do red. 2. That moves here. And black is 4, which moves here. Excellent. I do want black there. Or one of them. Okay. So black moved there for me. The sprint allows me to move up to... All right, let's just get a star. Come on, 2 stars. I can move 3 spaces. So I'm only moving here, and I'm going to stop. You can't split a move by doing an action. An action is going to be to test the blood. So this goes away. All I've got is critical blow and guard. My turn is not over because I want to do the test. So now I'll just do these. I don't know which is which. I'll put them down here. 1 to 3, 4 to 6. I rolled a 3. Safe. Oh, okay. So that one is safe. What number is that? It's black. This one goes away. This goes away. But now I know that one is assimilated. So automatically, I believe it's automatic. Shuffle the back to the it is possible the remaining victim. Okay. Matching. This is now a mutated. Okay. Place the token matching evil bloodlust, then immediately play all the bloodlust effects from the card. Okay. All right. So it is. I have to. Woo! I got to reveal it. Where is he? He's right here. All right. So reveal this one. I don't know if that's the bat, and it gets this special one with 2 hearts on it. And it's okay. So, oh, it's not the bad one. The bad one's that big boy. Well, maybe it is. Which one's nope, it's the biggest, baddest. 7 health. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to draw one of these random ones over here. Let's do this one and put it right here.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.
And it's got 2 bonus health, so it's got 9 health to my 4. But it's not in my spot. So, let's see what we can do. It's going to be coming at me. Oh, and it's also, let me move it all the way over here so I can see what it is. I have to draw an event card. Oh, I never did that to begin with. Darn it. Mirrors ever. If you attack and there are more than 1 victim, a victim dies. Okay, that won't help. That won't hurt me. If you attack and there are 1 or more victims, a victim dies. So it just says when I attack and there are 1 or more victims in your space, a victim will die for every 1 you roll. That would have been the initial event I pulled. This is the second one. Did you follow me here? Place 4 new victims at the big top. Where's the big top? That's where I'm at. 1, 2, 3. I don't like extra victims, and I'll tell you why. Because they can make the bloodlust go up. All right, so place 4 at the big top. One of them is a special victim who is your sibling. White. So we'll replace 1 with a white token. While the sibling is in your space, you may spend 2 time to reroll 1 die. If the sibling dies, 2 plus 2 on the bloodlust. All right. That's not good. There's a lot of victims there. Let's see. I moved. I revealed. It's still my turn. I have 6 time left. Don't I? Because I took a short rest, which took no time. I was at 6. The sprint, unfortunately, moves me down to 5. So I'm at 5 times to spend. Let's okay. 5. I can buy a. I get a short rest back, right? No, I don't. I won't get the short rest back. These come into my hand. I've got a focus, a walk, a guard, and a critical blow. Let's buy a sprint for 2. That knocks me down to 3. And let's buy a improvise for 3, which allows me to see if the dice can turn 3s and 4s into successes versus the double card sound. All right, that's all I got. This comes up to 6. These go back into their space. Sprint, short rest, weak attack, focus. It is now the true killer phase. The killer gains a heart, heals a heart. Well, he's at full health, so that's okay. Then, if the finale card is revealed, you do that. Well, the finale card has not been revealed yet. I don't think it has. No, it hasn't. When the terror card goes away, this is revealed. All right, then you draw a terror card. Discard the test kit that is closest. Discard the test kit from the search that is closest to you. I am at the big top. The search is House of Mirrors, so that is this one goes away. No longer available. But I don't care because I know who the victim. One normal victim within 2 spaces of the associated location is killed. Well, that would be one of these, which pushes the bloodlust up, which means this drops by 1. Is killed. Then the killer targets the nearest victim and moves 2. Each boot is worth 2 spaces, and remember, this gives it +1, so it can move 5 spaces. Fortunately, it only has to move. Unfortunately for me, it only has to move 1. But it doesn't kill this turn. There's no knife, so that's okay. Not okay, but you get it. Now I don't do the panic phase. I go straight to my turn, and I need to get some of these. I need to get the sibling gone. That'll, if she dies or he dies, it moves the bloodlust up too. So I'm gonna do a walk. Actually, let's do an improvise. Let's do an improvise. I need to roll 2 dice first. That one star says for the next roll, all 3s and 4s are successes. All right, so next roll, all 3s and 4s are successes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a sprint. That means a 3, 4, 5, or 6 is a star. I just get 1 star, and I have no reroll. So 1 star allows me to move 2 spaces. I will take the white one and one of the yellows, and I will go 1 star, 2 spaces. 1, 2 to the house. Oh, I thought that. No, I can go 1, 2. I take them to the here. I tell this one to get lost, and this one I put on here to gain me 2 time. Remember, that burned a time, but now I gain 2, so I'm back up to 7. All right, sprint is done. All right, and I get to flip over my card to her special ability, which says, choose one of the following immediate effects. Recover all heart. I can't do this because this is for a specific location, which I'm not playing. Recover all hearts. Take up to 6 cost worth of action cards into your hand. Ooh, I think I need to recover all my hearts. 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm at full health. And now this says for each additional victim you save, you get to move this up 1. So I need to do a focus and try to get this down to roll 3 dice. I just need 1 star. 1 star. Come on. I got 1 star. I lose a time, but this moves here to 1, and I gain a die. So now I'm rolling 3 dice. I've got a critical blow, a guard, a walk, and a walk. I'd really like to get a 2 and kill him. And I'm rolling 3 dice. Let's take a chance. I'm gonna do a walk. I got 1 star and no rerolls, so I will move 1 space. I'll go here, and I lose a time. I'm down to 5. I'm gonna do another walk, and I got 2 stars. So I could get those victims away from it. I'm going to go 1, 2. Away from the victim. Away from the killer. All right. And that costs me 1 time. I'm down to 4. And now I've got nothing. So it is now my planning phase. I get the freebies back. Focus, weak attack, short rest. I have 4 time to spend. I'm going to buy a sprint for 2 to try to get them to safety. And I will and that cost me 2. I'm down to 2. I'm going to buy a guard for 2, which knocks me down to 0. Time goes back up to 6. All these go back into their space. That. It is now the killer phase. The killer will heal. Doesn't heal up at full health. The finale is not revealed, so I don't have to do that. It is now terror card. Are we alone? If there are no exposed victims in your space, or in a space with a normal, discard this card and draw the next one. There are no exposed victims. That is now the organism. So I discard this and I draw another one. If there are no victims on the board, there are. If there are victims in your space, there are. Take 1 damage per victim you may defend. Ugh. In each space with at least 2 victims, and at least 1 is a normal victim, 1 normal is killed. Come on, really? All right, so this is bad. So I've got 2 here. So I'm going to take 2 damage, which means I'm going to play a guard. I need to roll 2 stars or 1 star, just to ignore 2 damage or all damage. I didn't get it. I could I'll turn in short rest and focus to turn that to a star, which allows me to guard, and I take no damage. Then, in each space with at least 2, so here's one with 2, and here's one with 2. 1 dies. So this one dies, which pushes this up. The victim gains a heart, but he's healed, full health. And then in here, another one dies, which pushes this up, and this drops 1. Gah! Okay, now I'm back down to 2 dice. All right. That is it for the killer phase. There's 1 terror card left. I'm in trouble. Guard, sprint, weak attack, critical blow. I'm going to let the monster come to me. I've got a weak attack, a guard, and a critical blow, which do damage. Let's sprint, and let's get this guy to say, well, it doesn't matter. Well, yeah, it will, because that'll get me, that'll lower this by 1. So let's do a sprint. I get to roll 3 dice. I got 1 star. That's all I needed. Move 2 spaces. 1, get lost. This drops down. I get my 3rd die back. Actually, I should have only gotten 2 dice, but it doesn't matter. Whichever one I remove, I'm just going to play it that I got a star. All right. So that's down, so I've got 3 dice back. I've got a weak attack, a guard, and a critical. I can't go anywhere. So it's the end of my turn. I get my freebies back, and I've got... That didn't cost me any time. Guard didn't, and the sprint cost me 1, so I'm down to 5 time. 5, I will buy a... I do not have a sprint, but I could really use this. I'm going to use a retaliate for 4. That knocks me down to 1, and I'm going to get a reroll for 1. So that knocks me down to 0. This goes back up to 6. These go back into their spots. And it's the killer phase. Killer heals. He's full health. Last terror. 3 extra hearts. The mutated organism closest to you gets this power. If there's no mutated, this next time. Okay. So they've got 5 extra hearts. This is gonna be hard. All right. So that goes away. All right. So the final, the last terror card is revealed. So this, you take these, you shuffle them. I'm gonna roll a die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rolled a 4, which is this one. Regenerative assimilation. I have no idea. Let's read it. When this card is revealed, any remaining exposed victims assimilate. Yeah. If there is only one mutated organism in play, there is bump the terror track up 2 at the beginning of the killer phase. So right now, we're not at the beginning of the killer phase. We just did the killer phase, which revealed the terror deck. So not the beginning. If the horror level is ever above 6, you have been assimilated and lose the game. So if the horror track ever gets to 6, I'm automatically dead. Okay. Not the worst case scenario, but let's see. I do not have a weapon. It is my turn. There are no victims to panic. I am going to do a walk. Am I down to... I'm at 3 dice. Nothing dropped yet. This will drop 2 at the beginning of the killer phase. So let's do this. Let's do a focus. Try to lower it by 1. I need at least 1 star. And I didn't get it. I got 2 and 2 cards, so I will get rid of the... You know what? I'm going to get rid of the close call and reroll one of these. I just need 1 star. 1 star. Come on. I got it. 1 star. This drops by 1, and I lose a time. All right, that's good. Now, I want to do a walk. And I need 2 stars. 2. Come on, 2. I got 1 star. And I do not want to... 1 star will let me move 1 space. I have 1 more walk left. Rather than get rid of it, I'll hold on to it. Lower this by 1. I can move here. And then I'm going to use my other walk. And I just needed 1 star. I got 2. So I'm in his spot now. Now I'm going to do critical blow. Or do I do weak attack? Weak attack does... Let's do weak attack first. Actually, if I roll nothing, my turn will end. But if I roll 1 star, my turn will end. I need 2 stars here. Come on, 2 stars. And I got them. I actually got 3 stars, but the maximum you can have is 2. That does 1 damage, so 1 of these comes off. Let's take it off of this one. The rules don't say you can take them off of wherever you want. So let's do that. Weak attack. Now I want to do the critical blow. And I got 2 stars as well. 3 damage. I'm going to take it off of this one. Thick-skinned. Okay, that one's gone. And this goes down 1, which gives me 1 time, so I'm back up to 5. And all I have is guard, retaliate, and I have 5 time. I am going to buy Furious Strike for 4, which knocks me down to 1, and I'm going to buy a close call reroll for 1. Now I'm down to 0. I do get the freebies back. This goes back up to 6. These cards go back in their spaces. And it is now the killer phase. All right, remember, the killer heals a heart. Well, because this card is still here, I believe that happens. Then, if the finale card is out, targets me or the nearest victim. I'm there. And it makes an attack. Its attack is worth 2 points of damage. All right, 2. So I can do that 2, but instead what I'm going to do is a retaliate. I need 3 stars. That will ignore all damage and do 2 back to it. I got 1 star, which says reduce the damage by 2, so that knocks it down to 0, and I do 1 health. That is it. My retaliate is gone, but that is the killer's turn. There's no more cards to draw, so it comes to me. I have short rest, focus, guard, and furious strike. I'm at full health, so I'm going to do a furious strike. Come on, I need 2 stars. I got a star and 2 cards. I can donate 2. I'm going to get rid of a focus and the close call to reroll, but reroll all dice. Oh, I have to reroll all of them. That's right. I forgot about that rule. Or I can just reroll, play after inroad to reroll 1 die. I'll just reroll 1. I'm going to reroll this one. And I got nothing. So I did get 1 star. This drops by 1, which means I gain a time. It goes up to 7. And I do 1 damage. And my turn ends. So I can't play any of these, but that's okay. I'm at full health and I don't need guard just yet. So, Furious Strike goes here. I have 7 time to spend. I will get all my freebies back, which is good. I will spend I'm going to take Critical Blow for 6 and a reroll for 1. That's my hand. These go back in. And it is now the killer's turn. So the killer heals, but he's at full health now. He attacks me for 2 damage. Guess what? I have 1 more guard left. Yes, I do. I roll 3 dice. I rolled 2 stars. Guard, ignore all damage. So that damage does not happen. It is now my turn. We're just going to sit here and just keep wailing on each other. All right. So here's the good news. I have a weak attack, which I'm going to roll for 3 dice. I didn't get a star, so I will have to... Actually, I'm going to... This went up to 6, by the way. I will reroll all dice. I'm going to play this. I lose 2 time, and I'm going to reroll all of them. And I got 1 star. 1 star means I do a damage, but... Oh, I forgot to do this stupid rule. I do a damage, and I lose a heart. All right, now it's the beginning of the killer phase. I should have been rolling 3 dice because this lowers this by 2, but we'll start it now. And then, my turn, I'm going to do a Critical Blow. I got 2 stars, which does 3. 1, 2, 3. And this drops by 1, which gives me a bonus time, but this didn't cost me any time, so I'm at 5. And that is the end of my turn, I believe. Walk, walk. Yeah, I want to stay here. I want him. So at the end of my turn, I have 5 times. I will buy a Retaliate for 4 and a reroll for 1. And these go back into their spots. I do get the focus. It was a freebie. Focus, weak attack, close call, guard. All right. So that's my turn. It will attack me for 2 damage. And I will play... I don't have a guard, but I do have the Retaliate. All right. Oh, you know what? It's the beginning of its phase. So this goes up to 1, 2. So now I'm down to rolling just 2 dice, which sucks. I'm going to play a focus. Try to get 1 star. I did. I got 1 star. So I'm back to rolling 3 dice, and I lose a time. This goes back up to 6. Actually, wait a minute. I was playing Retaliate, wasn't I? It attacks me. I was going to play Retaliate. I can't do that. This is at 2. Sorry. I'm getting too caught up in things here. So I roll 2 dice to ignore the 2 damage that it's going to do. This is at 2. It's going to do... I need at least 1 star. And I didn't get it. So, no thing stars. I take 2 damage. And that is the end of its turn. The Retaliate did not help me. This is back up to 6. I've got focus, walk, walk, short rest, focus, and close. I have nothing to do damage? All right. I was hoping that Retaliate would do it. I'm going to have to do the short rest. And I will turn a walk and a focus. I'm going to reroll. I'm going to reroll for 2 time. Reroll both of them. I didn't do any better. I will get rid of a focus and a walk to make one of these a star, which gives me 1 heart back. And I lose a time. I'm down to 3. And I'm going to stay there and just take the damage. That's all I can do. All right. So, actually, I'll play the focus and try and lower this. I got 1 star, which allows me to lower it. And I lose a time. I'm down to 2 time, and I've got a walk. I'm not going to play it. I get the freebie back, which is just the weak attack. And I have 2 time left to buy a guard. That's all I got. So I'm down to 0. It goes back up to 6. These cards go back into here. Retaliate and guard are in the wrong place. There we go. All right. Killer will attack me. I cannot. I do have a guard. I'll play the guard. I will play the guard. And I roll 3 dice now. I got 1 star, which allows me to reduce it by 2, so it does not kill me. But the guard is gone. It is now my turn. I have 6 time, and all I've got is walk and weak attack. I'll do the weak attack. That's all I can do. And I failed. I have no cards to turn, so I lose a heart. And it's the end of my turn. So all I can do, but I do have 6 time left. So for that 6, I'm going to buy a Retaliate for 4. And I'm going to buy a... I need to buy the guard because he's going to do damage to me. This is a last... I get the guard and I get the freebies back, which is a focus, walk, short rest. Okay, I get all these back. I'm going to end up using the Retaliate in just a second. So that knocked me down to 0. Time goes back up to 6. Weak attack goes here. Guard goes here. Now the killer turn. Killer. Start of the killer phase. This goes up 2. So now I'm at 2 dice again. And it does 2 damage to me. Here's the problem. If I don't do this with 2 dice, do I have a reroll? I do not. I could end this right now with a Retaliate, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to roll 2 stars. It ignores all damage, and it does 2 damage back. And I did not get it. So I need to turn that into a star by getting rid of focus and walk to make that a star. You know what? I'm going for it here. I am going to turn in focus and walk to make that a star. 2 stars. Ignore all damage does 2. So here's how this works. And I didn't burn any time there. The focus I cashed in. So I'm still at 6 time. I reveal this. If this has any hearts on the back, he gets extra health. Actually, he's been supposed to be healing a heart every round, so we'll put him some extra hearts on. That's been there for, I think, 3, so I'm going to give him 3 more hearts to make this right. So I just took off 2. So now it is, I just retaliated. It's my turn. I have a guard and a short rest. I will take the short rest, and I get 1 star, which is 1 heart left. And 1 time. I'm down to 5 time. It's the end of my turn. I have guard. We're just going to keep hitting on each other here. I have 5 times. I will buy... I get the weak attack and the guard. I'll buy a Furious Strike for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a reroll for 1. That knocks me down to 0. This goes back up to 6. I short rest, retaliate, focus, walk, and focus. You know what? I also, when I hit 6 on this, I die. So I'm going to have to get a distraction at some point. Okay, that's it for my purchases. The bad guy will hit me. I will play guard. And I got 2 stars, so I ignore all damage. But even if it was 1 star, it would have been reduced by 2. So no damage. It is now my turn. I am going to play weak attack. I roll 2 dice. I will play close call, lower this by 2 to reroll all dice. And I got nothing, which means I lose a heart, and it's the end of the turn. End of the turn, I have 5 times to buy. I will buy a guard for 2. That knocks me down to 3. 3. And I will buy a distraction to lower the thing. That's all I got. All right. So on this turn, oh yeah, this goes back to 6. These cards go. Do I get the cheapies? Yes, I do. I get the cheapies back. These go back in here. Weak attack, close call, guard. I'm going to end up playing that guard, I know. He attacks me for... Oh, this goes up 2. 1, 2. He attacks me for 2. I play the guard. I got 2 stars. Ignore all damage. So he does not attack me. My turn. I have got to get that down. I'll play distraction. I roll 2 dice. I got 2 stars. I needed that. This goes 1, 2, and I gain 2 time. I'm up to 8. I do not have... All right, so the distraction went away. Let's do Furious Strike. I am now still at 2 dice. I have 2 focus, 2 walk, a short rest. Let's do it. I got 1 star. I don't remember where this one was. I think it was right there. I got 1 star. And I cannot re-roll. So I do a damage. Oh, I keep forgetting it healed again. So I do a damage. I take that heart off. This goes down by 1, and it's the end of my turn. I have 8 time to spend. I will buy the critical blow for 6, which knocks me down to 2. And I will buy another guard for 2, which knocks me down to 0. This goes back up to 6. These cards, and I get the weak attack. The Furious Strike goes here. Distraction goes here, and guard goes here. All right. This is getting old. All right. His turn. I spent the money. All right, his turn. He gains a heart. He does 2 damage to me. I will play guard to try and block that. And I really, really need this. I got 1 star, which reduces it by 2, so I'm good to go. My turn. Let's kill this stupid thing. I'm going to do the critical blow. Actually, I'm going to play focus. Try to roll 3 dice. Come on, I just need 1 star. I did not get it, but I will turn that into a star by getting rid of a focus and a walk. So a star, which allows me to do... This comes down, and I lose a time, down to 5, but I get 3 dice now. Critical blow. I did not get what I wanted. I will turn the short rest and the walk into a single star, which does 2 damage, lowers this by 1, and then it's the end of my turn. End of my turn, I only have 5 times left. I will buy a Retaliate for 4 and a reroll for 1. All these go back into here. Critical blow, walk, short rest, focus, walk, focus, and guard. Killer's turn. He gains a heart. He attacks me for 2. I play Retaliate. I really needed those 2 hearts. Ignore all damage, do 2 damage. 2. And that is the end of its attack. It is now my turn. I only have weak attack to play. I'm up to 6, by the way. So I can only do 1 damage. I got 1 star, which loses me a heart, but it loses him a heart. And that's the end of my turn. I have 6 to spend. I will buy guard for 2 and Furious Strike for 4. And that's all I get. I get the freebies back. These go into here, weak attack, and Retaliate. Killer gains a heart and attacks me for 2. I roll 3 dice. I got 1 star, which allows me to reduce all the damage by 2. My turn. Can we please kill this stupid thing? I have just a Furious Strike. Come on. That looks like a star. I got a single star. I am going to turn one of these into a star by doing Close Call and Focus, which turns that to a star, which does 2 damage, 1 heart, and then I reveal this. I killed it. I win. Woo! All right. As you can see, this game it's difficult. There's a lot of rules to remember. I may have lost this game because for a while there I forgot that he was healing. I may have missed one, but I think I gave him some health back. I think once you get into this, I could have whittled him down because between Critical Blow and Furious Strike, I was seeming to always be able to take him down more damage, he'd heal 1. I'd take him down more, heal 1. So I think in the end, I was going to win this one. He is the toughest one. I don't know how I would have done if there were 2 of them. If there were 2 of them, there's no way I could have done this, because one would have attacked, I would have used the guard, and then the other one would have attacked, and that would have been that. So anyway, glad I got him down to 1 bad guy. All right, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this game of Final Girl. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back next week with another one. I don't know who I'm going to play or where or what the bad guy is going to be. But please join me, and let's see if I can win another game of Final Girl. Until then, everybody, take care.